Hello? Hello! Hello everyone, my name is Alan. Welcome to Salty Smiles, a food show meant to make you smile. Helping us today on our cooking adventure is no other than my dear friend, drumroll please, Salty! What's up, Salty? How you been? We're making Ddukbokki. Ddukbokki. I'm super excited because I finally got my hands on... That's right. This stuff. These are the extra wide glass noodles that all of the mukbangers are eating. They look so tasty. All of the instructions are in Korean. We'll figure that one out. Without further ado, let's start cooking. The first thing you're going to need to do is boil your eggs. I like to boil my eggs for 7 minutes and then I shock them in ice water. I let them sit there until they're completely cooled down. The next thing you're going to want to do is prepare these noodles. Parboil these for 9 minutes. After they're parboiled, I'm going to drain them. And when they are drained and parboiled, they look like this. Can y'all see that? Let's talk about Ddukbokki sauce. Ddukbokki sauce is super easy to make. First, you're going to need some gochujang, and then you're going to need some gochugaru, which are the Korean chili paste and chili flakes, respectively, and sugar. And for me, I like adding a bit of garlic. First, we're going to chop 2 cloves of garlic pretty coarsely. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of gochujang to our bowl. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of sugar. And I wanted to add a tablespoon of the gochugaru chili flakes, but I only had about a teaspoon left in my bag, which really sucks. So I added some black pepper to boost up the pepperiness. I went out to my chili plants in the backyard. It's the end of the season, so I grabbed all that I had left, these 3 chilies, and I'm gonna add these to the Ddukbokki as well. You can chop your chilies just straight like this, and that's perfectly fine. But if you turn your knife diagonally, it's called chopping on a bias, and it just makes them look a little more nice, a little longer. While I was outside, I also grabbed some green onions that I was growing. We're gonna use this as a garnish, chopping these on a bias as well. Fish cakes. Fish cakes come frozen. Pick whatever you want. Pick whatever fish cakes you want. The fish cakes is pretty traditional, especially the long flat sheets. So chop them into whatever shape you'd like. Once we have all the fish cakes chopped, we're gonna put them in a bowl. Usually you'll find white onion or yellow onion in Ddukbokki, but all I have left was a red onion. But who cares? It's fine. Red onions are fine. So we're gonna take half of a red onion, and you're just going to slice it into strips. Once we have all the onion chopped, we're going to add that to the same bowl as the fish cakes because they're going to cook at the same time. Now we've got our sauce prepped, we've got our fish cakes prepped, we've got our noodles prepped, we've got eggs. We also have our rice cakes, which I can't believe I haven't mentioned till now because that's the main thing. But there really isn't anything to do to prep these aside from pulling them out of the package. You also need stock of some sort. I'm using homemade chicken stock I have. Use whatever stock you want. If you only have water, all of the stuff we're adding to this is going to make its own stock. The last thing I'm going to add are these cute little sausages I have. They're like Vienna sausages or cocktail sausages, cocktail wieners, They're super tasty. Ddukbokki is street food, and it kind of gets better the more hodgepodge of ingredients you throw in it. But now that we have everything prepared and everything ready, I think we're ready to start cooking. So let's start cooking. Yay, cooking! Welcome back. Hi. Okay, so let's start cooking. This is a really quick dish. To make Ddukbokki, you need a large, shallow area. It's kind of like a stew, kind of like a soup, kind of like a stir fry, all at the same time. So we're gonna grab my favorite large, shallow cooking surface, nonstick pan. To the nonstick pan, we're going to add my chicken stock. This is a quart of chicken stock. We're gonna put this on high. Let this come up, and we're going to add some flavoring things to this. Let's put everything in. Fish cakes and onions, and our seasoning paste. You can literally dump everything in at the same time if you want to, but I'm just gonna layer it a little bit and see how it goes. I'm gonna throw some chilies in right now. Chilies now, chilies later. Chilies all the time. All I have left to do are peel these eggs. These eggs I boiled for 7 minutes at a constant hard boil. Then I shock them in the ice water. And I like to take my eggs, crack it on all sides. So crack it on all sides and give it a light roll, and then throw this semi-cracked egg straight back into the water, and then start my next eggs. What's more satisfying than like a perfectly peeled egg? Now that the eggs are back in the water, I'm gonna take it and very gently start from the top. Oh, this is so nice. It's going so nice. Yay! Oh my gosh, first try. I think if you let your eggs cool completely down in ice water and then do this little trick, peeling them and then letting them sit in the water, I think what happens is the water gets inside of the shell and starts to surround the membrane and starts to loosen it up. That's what I think. Oh my gosh. This is a farm fresh egg too. I just got it this morning from the farmer's market, so you can do it with a fresh egg. You can. Wow, I got this one too. Look at that. Ah, so nice. Okay. I honestly didn't expect to peel the egg so nicely the first time around. Okay, so now that ddukbokki has come up to a boil, I'm going to add the actual parts that make it duck. This hat is so heavy. It's made out of jeans, and it always keeps falling. Add our rice cakes. Usually I get little packaged rice cakes for this, and they are much smaller than these. These are so nice when they cook. And once they're done cooking, they're going to soften. These are, you can see they're pretty hard. And then once they've softened, I'm going to cut it up just a little bit. I'm also going to add the eggs and sausages now. Once the rice cakes are down to their last minute, 90%, I'm going to add the extra noodles. Since the noodles have already cooked, I don't want them to overcook. The rice cakes also release their own starch into this. They're going to thicken up the sauce quite a bit. Ooh. We are going to let this mixture come to a boil again, and we're going to let this boil basically until everything gets tender and reduces to where we want it, and it's ready to eat. Really easy dish. The ladies, the ajumas on the side of the streets in Korea, like, they don't really check on it. They just kind of cook it till it's right, and it's always delicious. So let's take some notes from their book and not fret about cooking too much. I think cooking honestly can take on the emotion that you feel when you cook. If you like aren't feeling it, lots of times your food isn't that great. It's like a landscape, a boiling landscape. Rice cakes are tender, so nice. The broth has started to thicken up due to the starch in all of the rice cakes and nonsense. So I am going to add the wide, extra wide jelly cellophane mukbang YouTuber special. Yummy, yummy. I'm so excited to try this. Noodles. And now that these are in, these don't need to be cooked any longer. So once they're in and everything gets hot again, I think we're gonna be done pretty soon. Look at that, so easy. The best way to eat this is like straight out of the skillet. I'm going to cut the longer logs of duck into a more manageable bite-sized shape. I think I can manage thirds. Yeah, thirds look good. 1, 2, 3. What is this? Is this an egg? No, that's a duck. Yay, 3. Slicey babies. Ddukbokki is almost done and we get to eat lots of carbs. Now that this is done, I'm going to take the rest of my garnish, the green onions and the chilies, and I'm just gonna just sprinkle it on top. And we are actually going to keep this on this. Like, this is fine. I'm gonna eat off of this plate. This is fine too. This is great. I'm gonna turn it down to low, and that's it. My ddukbokki is ready!
Perfect.
But I'm super excited about these noodles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I get it. All you YouTube mukbangers, you're right. They're super tasty, so chewy, just like the perfect texture. Let's try a rice cake, a duck. Ha! This is it. This is the whole bite. This is everything. Fish cake first. I hope you guys try this. Thanks for watching Salty Smiles. You made it to the end. Good job. If you could do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, me and everyone else at the Salty Smiles team would truly appreciate it. And until next time, stay smiling. Bye-bye. Bye.